Honor, glory, redemption. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Honor, glory, redemption. Honor, glory, redemption. Honor, glory, redemption. Honor, glory, redemption. What time is it? What time is it? Honor, glory, redemption. Honor, glory, redemption. Honor. Because you chose your enemy over your own people. See, that's what's wrong with our people. That's that Negro's judgment. You see, because we've been so beat down and robbed of ourselves, we willing to die for our enemies. That's what's wrong with our people. That's why God say 2/3 of his own people that he got to kill. Because weak Negroes like that, they want to die for their oppressor. They don't even want to die for their own people. That's what's wrong with our weak ass niggas around here. They want to die for the man that's whooping their ass every day at the job. That's what's wrong with it. You ain't even willing to die for your own people, but you're going to die for your enemy. That's what's wrong with our people, man. That's why God say he got to put 2/3 of these weak Negroes to death. Coming up here trying to fight his own people. Give me Galatians 4:16. You trying to fight your own people because we speaking the truth. But if the so-called white man roll up here and they squad cars, he ain't going to fight them. His ass going to run the other way.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 16.
Get ready for slavery, Moab. Read.
Am I therefore become your enemy?
Are we our brother's enemy because we tell the truth? Are we our so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians? Are we your enemy? We're not the ones that put this virus out. We're not the ones that put these GMO restaurants in your neighborhood. We ain't the ones that's kidnapping our own sisters and raping them and selling them. We ain't the ones that put these drugstores in our communities. We're not the ones that's doing that. But because we telling the truth, we telling our people that we better than all these other nations, we the enemy. That's why the Most High God said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We are destroyed Negroes around here. We are destroyed black Negroes and women around here. That's what's wrong with God's people. That's why God says people destroyed. Because you want to die for your enemy. Read on out.
Because I tell you the truth.
Because I what?
Because I tell you the truth.
Because I said this Edomite going into slavery.
Because I tell you the truth.
Because I said you walking with your enemy.
Because I tell you the truth.
Because I said you gonna get this back beat in.
Because I tell you the truth.
Most High God say, because we tell our brothers and sisters the truth that we better than all these other nations, we are enemy. We ain't repossessed your car. We ain't put AIDS in your community. We ain't give you this weed. We ain't give you these drugs. We ain't give you these GMO restaurants. We ain't shooting you down in the streets, but we your enemy because we telling you the truth. We telling you that you need to repent and come back to your God. Come back to his laws. Accept your heritage. You're not a nigger. You're not black. You're not Puerto Rican. You're not a Hispanic.
That's right.
You a Hebrew Israelite. God's chosen people. If you don't want to accept your inheritance, if you don't want to accept that golden ticket, if you don't want to accept your God, then your God say you chose devil. We got these devils right here, man. These are devils right here. That's why they're going straight into slavery.
That's right.
Straight into slavery. We're going to be beaten back in 24 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's what's wrong with our people. Give me Hosea 4:6. That's what our God means. He said our people are destroyed. That nigga walked all the way across the street to fight his own brother. Because I said you walking with your enemy. That's your enemy going to slavery. That's what's wrong with our people. That's what our God meant when he say, my people are destroyed. Walk around here smoking loosey cigarettes. Sitting on the damn corner. Walk around here bugged out. Drunk. Where are the men in Israel at? Where the men at? That's gonna stand up for their people. You got too many weak-ass men around here. Weak-ass Hispanics, weak-ass blacks, and weak-ass Native Indians. Where are the men of Israel at? Read.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6.
Read.
My people.
My what?
My people.
My what?
My
God
people.
is gonna deal with one nation of people. He ain't dealing with everybody. Read.
Are destroyed.
Or what?
Are destroyed.
God say, my people are destroyed. We are destroyed in the mind. Our enemy destroyed us so much, we don't even know who the hell we are. Read.
For a lack of knowledge.
For what?
For a lack of
God
knowledge.
say, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Walk around here calling yourself gangsters. Walk around here calling yourself black. Walk around here calling yourself Hispanic. Walk around here calling yourself Native Indians. You God's chosen people. God is coming back to deliver one nation of people. That's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's God's chosen people. God ain't choose these other nations. He chose you. He's coming back to deliver his people. Not these damn rednecks. They going into slavery. They going into the cotton field. And they know that. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Now has what?
Because thou hast rejected
Nobody
knowledge.
don't want to know God. Israel don't want to know their God. They want to know a bill, a barbecue, and a blunt. That's all the so-called blacks and Hispanics want. A bill, a barbecue, and a blunt. They don't want to know their God. They don't want to accept that they're the greatest people on this planet. They don't want to accept that they're royalty. They don't want that. They want this right here. They want murder. They want oppression. They want harassment. They want injustice. They don't want righteousness. They don't want justice. They don't want peace. They want oppression. Read.
I will also reject thee.
What the Most High God say?
I will also reject
What
thee.
the Most High God say?
I will also reject
When
thee.
niggas get shot down by the police,
I will also reject thee.
when they put them in prison,
I will also reject thee.
when they snatching their sisters off these streets,
I will also reject thee.
when you put these viruses in the air,
I will also reject thee.
when they poisoning the food,
I will also reject thee.
so God say he's going to reject you because you reject your God. These Negroes accept homosexual rap music rather than the scriptures. I got one question to ask my brother. What nationality you are? What's your nationality? You don't know your nationality? You don't know? What's your father? Is half Jamaican? Half Peruvian? So according to the Bible, you probably from the tribe of Israel because your father half Jamaican. So you probably one of God's chosen people, but your spirit got to do this. Give me Romans 8:16. The only way we can know for sure that you God's chosen people, your spirit got to do this. Your spirit got to bear witness with the Bible because this is our heritage book. This is the book of laws that God gave to only one nation of people. Read this.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 16.
Read. Come in, bro.
The Spirit itself beareth witness.
The what?
The Spirit itself beareth witness.
The what?
The Spirit itself beareth
He's
witness.
talking about the spirit. Your spirit, because of keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, 613 laws, statutes, commandments, is going to bear witness against you. The way our spirit bear witness is by keeping these laws. That's for you, my brother. That's for you. That's something that you need to really read. You see, I hear, brother, I was looking at you when I was out here teaching. Brother, we out here bugged out. This is our captivity. You out here smoking loose cigarettes. You know the Most High God said that defiling your body? He said, you are the temple of the Most High God. You shall not be defiling your flesh. In any way, that smoke is defiling your temple.
Because the Spirit of the Most High God can't dwell in His people if we contaminated with this world. That cigarette, that blunt is with this world. Most High God say, you got to come back to your God, man. You got to accept the invitation. Do you know that God said, according to the Bible, that He will send His people into slavery by way of slave ships if we broke the laws, the 613 laws for disobeying His laws? Did you know that? Did you know that He said He's going to send us by the way of slave ships into slavery again? Did you know that's in the Bible? You want to see? Read that up. Deuteronomy.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
1619, we came over here on slave ships. Our brothers and sisters was on top of each other, stacked up like sardines in a can. Brothers and sisters pissing, sisters having a menstrual cycle on one another, having babies on top of one another, being raped over and over and over and over again, defecating on one another, being thrown over into the ocean, fed to sharks because we were sick, being beaten by them taskmasters that was on them ships. Then they brought us over into America. They had us on the ships naked. They stripped us of our garments because if we looked at our fringes, we would know who we are. We know that we are royalty, but they stripped us of that. When they stripped us of that, they stripped us of our dignity. They stripped us of our heritage. They stripped us of our self. That's what these bastards did in these cars. That's the so-called white man is Esau according to the Bible. Did you know that? That's God's enemy. God hates the so-called white man, and they know that. You are God's chosen people. That's why you under this curse. That's why you sitting out here. And I saw, when you saw that police officer, you flipped that cigarette away. See, that's fear. That's fear of man. See, if you was keeping these laws, and if you knew your God, you wouldn't even have to worry about being feared. Because you see how we talking out here? We talking with authority out here. We reading with authority out here. We standing with authority of the Most High God out here. Ain't no man out here gonna make us bend, break, shake, or fake. We fear our God. We don't fear man around.